Best of 2022 makeup, here I come! Papu. Lasting Moisture Foundation from Carslan. They sent me this in PR satin finish and it is medium to high coverage. I have only worn this indoors for a long period of time, so I cannot tell you how it will fade when you wear it with all the external environmental factors. Lasted and faded pretty well when I wore it indoors. Best thing I like about this is how pretty the satin finish is, and it is not too drying. They have two different types. The one that I have with the pink cap is for dry skin. 3D light highlighting powder from Maogeping. I love this stuff. Powder is so soft and silky smooth. When you touch it, it almost feels like satin. It is so crazy. The only powder I set my under eyes with and layer it between cream or liquid products, and it works like a dream. Extremely reliable. I also use this as my last step to set my entire under eye area and also bring forward my under eye area to create some fullness. I'll definitely be using this for a long time. When I saw this online, I thought it was a gimmick, like, who needs this thing? After using it, I realized, yo, I do. I need this thing. If you're like me, you feel that applying your foundation with your fingers is extremely unsanitary, this will save your life. Gives you the thinnest and most natural foundation application with the minimum amount of product. You do not like to use a brush to apply your foundation, you prefer using a puff, this will be your next best helping hand. The ukiss lash primer and the jejo mascara. The best combination. It literally makes my lashes become existent. Both of them have lash fibers. ukiss lash primer has a comb tip. The jejo mascara has a screw tip. Both lengthening products and they work really well. At least for me, I'm extremely happy and satisfied. My lashes never looked so existent. Oh shit! There's a crack in this thing! Is it because I dropped it just now? For one period of time, I just used this on my brows and I love it. Eyebrow powgel by the brand Out of Office. The brand I have an extreme love-hate relationship with. Seen the video of me showing this to you, I have become smarter now and put the cap underneath to catch any product that might fall when I'm trying to show this to you. Okay, a little bit of the product has fallen out, but it is actually a loose powder. It's so interesting. I still cannot get over how they made a loose powder brow product. You cannot get a very defined brow with this, but if you just want to roughly fill in your brows, this will do the job. It is not the product I used to draw my brows today because I totally forgot that I wanted to put this in this video. They have this in two shades. The shade that I have is grey brown. Also, I wanted to use it to contour my face. I did a video where I tried this on. You can go check it out if you're interested. It's a loose powder. It's all fun and games until you drop it. It's so crazy. Look at this. Oh, I just want to shake it all day. Puff from Xingdou. Ooh, I love this stuff. It has now become the puff that I am using. It is so soft and fluffy. It might take a little getting used to at first, but when you break into this, it will just be the softest and fluffiest puff you will ever use. After using it a couple of times, it will just become so soft and so fluffy to the extent when you squeeze the water out of it, it takes a little bit of time to get back into its shape. But that is the beauty of it, how soft, and when you just tap your face with it, there's this pong 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 sound. And I kind of like that too. It is just a very nice user experience and it gives a beautiful finish. If I have to shit on Chanel just to make a point, I will. And I have this foundation and I tried using this in so many different ways with so many different puffs and brushes, but it just looked terrible, the finish on me. I used it with this and it just looked super pretty. The only reason why it's not in this video as the best of 2022 is because it is quite a challenging product to apply. It only works for me so far with this puff. Since we're here, I just want to give this a shout out. I love the shade of this. It makes your face look extremely radiant and just young and pretty. When I got this, I was extremely skeptical. I thought, oh, they must have too many of these lying around. That's why they're giving it away as a free gift with your purchase. Oh, but when I used it, it was a game changer. Extremely moisturizing concealer and it is high coverage and long lasting. Check all the boxes. I have extremely dry skin, and even layering this on top of other color correcting products and powder still does not look dry. Blends like a dream with the coverage that I like. Not drying at all, it's not too thick, doesn't cake on me when I set it. Very reliable product. I hate it when they have such long names. Okay, here I am trying to look at the camera and say the name while having to remember this long name. Help! Luxury Caviar Flawless Cushion Liquid Foundation. I have worn this thing for long hours outside and inside, and it fades extremely pretty. I love the finish of this. My skin is a shit show today. I think I suffered some chemical burns, and also I have an extremely huge cystic acne hiding underneath this area, which hurts literally to the touch, to even any slight touch. It's so crazy. And if I remove my makeup on this part, this whole big area is red. It does not make my already dry AF skin looks even worse. At least it makes my skin look like I can look at it. Judydoll and Never's Family collaboration, a so-called lip gloss, but it's actually a liquid lipstick with a glossy finish. It does not have that thick and sticky formula. It's extremely light and gives the same effect as a gloss would give you. Stunning nudish pink shade. Florette eye bag liners, handy because they are so light and not pigmented at all. A regular red liner and the Florette eye bag liner. There are around 3 layers of eye bag liner on this swatch. If you draw just one layer, it will be lighter than this. Easy to use even for beginners. Perfectly mimics that extremely light, natural looking shadow shade that you will get. Currently have on the red one. If you want extremely natural looking eye bag line, you can go for the brown. Kryolan color corrector, limited edition, 3 shades only available in the Chinese market. Salmon color corrector, yellow highlighting shade, peach correcting shade. Need some know-hows on how to use this product. You need to activate it and you need to get the right amount of concealer slash corrector. If not, it would appear as extremely thick and cakey. If you already have a basic know-how going on, you can check this product out. If you live in a place where there are 4 seasons, this thing might harden up during the colder seasons, so you do need to warm it up a little bit. Misty Rose in shade 04 by Flower Nose. These 2 pink shades, the best. These 4 shades I love, but this blue shade a little bit hard to work with. It might come off looking a little purple when you blend it out, and it is also a little bit hard to blend. Highlight of the year is this glitter shade in the same palette. Pinkish silver shimmery base with tons of pink, blue and gold micro glitter. So much detail to it, and that is what makes it so stunning. Shade of the year, EM21 by Into You. Pinkish nude brown shade, the color I have on. I wore this out the other day and I realized how much I love it. Almost transfer proof and extremely long lasting, but if you eat, you still do have to touch up. Brush blushes, I absolutely adore. Tapered dome shape, and this one is just your standard stippling flat top. Both of them are dual fiber brushes, give the most soft and pretty finish to your blush. I made a video on my favorite blush brushes, and these are 2 more. Gauzy Magic Blush by Maogeping in the shade 806. Shade 07 from Florette. These 2 shades are right in the middle of being that perfect blush and fullness shade. Lighter and a bit brighter, while this one has more pink in it and it is a more lively shade. Softer and more lovely vibe. This one gives you a more lively and at the same time soft vibe. Everbab Elegant Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is such an easy palette. You do not need to be afraid of going too heavy-handed. Just dip it in and just brush it around and you will get a beautiful eyeshadow. The shadows in this palette are not pigmented at all because that is the way they are made, to get that very subtle no makeup look. 5 matte shades, and this shade right here has gold glitter in it. Extremely beginner friendly because you can just take any shade and just whack it on your eyes. This brush is so good that I actually ordered one more. Such a convenient brush, especially for lazy people like me. You can use this in the crease to lay shadow down on your lid. If you use it on the tip, you can use it on your inner corners and also your lower lash line. One whole eye look with just one brush. Brush I bought specifically to set my under eyes. Gets into your under eyes so perfectly. Pat it down very, very lightly and gently to set your concealer or your corrector. The only powder brush I use to set my under eyes. You can use the side of the brush and set specific areas. The perfect duo. This concealer brush surprised me. Blends your concealer out like a dream so easily, especially if you want to blend the edges of your concealer. Dual fiber brush, and it has an angle so it fits perfectly on your face. I wish the bristles were a tiny tad shorter. I can then have more control over where I want my concealer to be. These lip formulas are a wow. I can't decide which color I love from these 5. Go and pick one that you like. You can try it out. It has a jelly bouncy like texture. Wears extremely soft and blurred. I like it applied with a light layer. Full on doesn't really have that soft magical touch. Doesn't hurt, but here is a shout out to the cute packaging once again. Lashes, I have 3 different boxes here, but they are of the same design. The only design I have been wearing 98% of the time, be it in videos or when I head out in real life. It is called the Xiao Mo. Difference between all these brands is that some of them might be a little voluminous or 1 or 2 mm longer. It is 5:26 AM in the morning now, and I'm finally done with this. The year has come to an end. Merry Christmas. I actually wanted to make a best of 2021 last year and wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, but I missed that chance. So I made a mental note in my mind this year to film it and upload it on the last week of 2022. As sort of a conclusion. Thank you for watching, be it if you watched from this video, 1 video ago, 100 videos ago. I'm not sure if I have 100 videos, but that period of time or a very long time, no matter the amount of time, I just want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you. I read all your comments, and reading comments just really make me so happy from the bottom of my heart. I saw this video of this YouTuber talking about making videos on YouTube and how it sometimes feels as if you are making videos into a void, and I can totally relate to that. I hope we can walk down this road together for a very long time. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in my next video. I will see you next year.